So here we are on the verge of having to deal with yet another legislation. And what is NIS 2? And why do they keep putting out new laws and legislation that keeps making life and job harder for the everyday IT manager? In this session, we're going to talk about exactly that, deep diving into the reason why NIS 2 is a big deal, why it is not the last legislation to come, and why it is happening right now, and how it can become an extremely useful guideline for everyone, also those not required to do any of the things NIS 2 is requiring companies to do. And I will speak about threats in general, give you crucial and critical insight into how serious the threats are right now, and how the world is adapting to that. And in the end, I will give you some advisement on how to not only check off the boxes for NIS 2, but also provide you with solutions that you can manage and make sure that you're protected against these type of threats. At VIPRE, we have a few solutions I want to cover you with and why they may be something you need to consider as well, at least have a discussion about. So we have one of the areas we have is endpoint. We have an award-winning EDR system that is proven an effective enemy against ransomware attacks. It comes with patch management, vulnerability scanning, web control, and it is very good at detecting if something's trying to embed within the browser or within a URL. And if even a ransom is able to execute on the machine will be isolated, and you will be able to, as an IT manager or an IT assistant, be able to remote PowerShelling into this machine and clean it up without the need of having to unplug every single machine in the organization, which is extremely useful. On the other side, we have email, another next generation software provider solution. Basically what it has is it has a brand new link isolation, which is able to scan elements on the websites, which has already proven its worth. We had a few years ago an incident where one customer of ours reached out to us because there were 5 colleagues trying to go into a Danish newspaper, and one of them couldn't go in there. And we thought first it was a mistake, there was an error going on. And turned out that one of the codes, like one of the advertisements, had a malicious code behind it. And it turned out that like almost all newspapers and almost all news sites that use this kind of advertisement has a third party managing them. So they had no control of what actually was embedded in this website. And it turned out that 4 of the colleagues went to a website that didn't have that malicious code in the advertisement. The last one did, however, and that proved to be extremely valuable for them because our solution were able to stop that. With link isolation, we're able to crawl through the web pages that's underlying there and scan every single element. And put that on the side of attachment sandboxing, where you basically take the attachment, whatever it's are. It could be a document, it could be an Excel sheet, PDF file, or even an encrypted zip file. What we do is we take that little file, we shove it into a VM machine, Windows machine, it could be, and we just let it play around, have fun. And we monitor it and see what actually goes around and what is happening, and we provide you with that information, of course. So, and everything is put into the Threat Explorer and link analysis, so you will be able to kind of see what actually is happening as you go. And speaking about threats, we have a very, very big threat network. And I just spoke about sandboxing and link isolation. So we have this kind of dynamic forensic analysis sandbox, which we are leveraging both on files and links, both in our EDR solution and our ATP solution on the email side, making sure that when you encounter, it's not a question about if you encounter, but when you encounter a zero-day threat, we are able to detect to stop that. I'm fairly confident that this is something you would be able to see the benefit in and actually leveraging in a better way. We've seen other customers having the same kind of issues with zero-day threats coming in and using a solution and being happy. So it's something to consider. Last but not least, we have the training element, which we spoke about already, low-hanging fruit. Providing training to employees is your first guard of defense. But that also comes Threat Explorer and link analysis, which is in the advanced threat protection, where you can go deep diving in, seeing what is going on, understanding which threat is happening right now. Excellent tool and providing valuable information to you in terms of understanding What do you need to do now? What is now attacking you right now? Is it ransomware? Is it malware? What is it that hitting you right now?